Good afternoon, church family. This is Pastor Callahan. It's our 75th anniversary at Arlington Baptist Church this year, and we are here with a young lady by the name of Miss Geiger. She served in our church many years ago, and when our property was on Arlington Boulevard, and she is here with us today, and we would like to ask her some questions about what she remembers years ago working at our church.
I was born in a small community in Denair, California. It was a farming community. And my earliest memory is as a preschooler walking down the steps with my mother down into the basement of the church. I remember my mother set me into a little chair. I was so small my feet would not even touch the floor. And I remember that the first service, because it was the first time I remember being away from my family, from my mother. And so I remember being put into a small room, and the teacher was named Mrs. Callahan.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it was a picture on the wall of Jesus with the children on her lap. And I remember I looked around, I didn't know a single person there, and I started to cry. And another one of the teachers picked me up, put me on her lap, and hugged me. I remember that.
Wow. Who was the pastor while you were attending Arlington Baptist Church?
It was a pastor, I think it was Don Lavender.
Wow, wonderful. And do you remember approximately how old you were at that time? And then how did you get invited to the Arlington Baptist Church?
Well, it was that we had been going to the Berkeley Friends Church. And then our oldest boy, when he had his first DPT shot, as it was 6 months old, they gave him the live pertussis virus, which went right to his brain. And so he was very, very ill. And I told a pastor in Berkeley we could no longer go because we had to find a church closer to home because of him, and also we had other babies. And so we had always gone, as we went down the road, that we passed the Arlington Baptist Church and said, well, that's a close one. We can walk there. And so that's how we did.
And what were your responsibilities at Arlington Baptist Church?
That I was one of the Sunday school teachers because I had in Denair in Vacation Bible School, I used to teach there just as a teenager.
Wow.
And so I remember walking down the stairs, down to the basement, and had a nice group there.
So over here on this property, you remember walking down those stairs?
Oh, I do.
Really? Wow, that's wonderful. Was the roof of that building as short as it is now?
This I cannot remember. I do know that every time we had a rainstorm, my husband would have to go down and help bail out the water.
Wow. It still floods today. We still have issues with that lunchroom and that area there where we have our lunchroom now for our Christian school. It still floods from time to time. That's amazing. All right, did you say what age group that you taught?
This I do not remember, but I remember that we had no material for the children. They went down to the Sunday school. And so every week, I would fix a little paper with puzzles and maybe little drawings for them to do. So I said, because after Sunday school, they all had to go up into the service, and that children sometimes are wiggly. And so I said, well, you can you listen to what the pastor is saying, And if you get bored, work on this. And it was all Bible things that I had for them.
Wonderful. Miss Geiger, what did the church look like at the time when you were attending there? Like, were there Sunday school classrooms? Were there nurseries? Were there offices? Maybe what was the auditorium like? For many of us, we've not been able to see pictures of that, so you are our picture to the past.
Well, as you first went in, it was to the right were the stairs to go down to the basement.
Okay.
And then the service was right straight in front of you.
Okay.
The restrooms were in back of the auditorium.
Okay.
And I remember that when one little boy went to the bathroom during the service, and he called out, "Mama, wipe me!" And everyone in the service, they stopped and they all laughed. I think this was about the first church up on the hill.
Really?
I have a feeling it was, because I know after when when the Lutherans came in, they pulled their children out of the Sunday school. Because we had all the kids up here.
I see.
That's why in the picture you saw such a large group, and it was the Methodists and the Lutherans and so forth.
So how many years approximately did you attend Arlington?
I'm not positive, but I think it was about maybe 5 years.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6. It's hard for me to remember because I cannot find that picture, the picture of the Sunday school, and I cannot find mine. I looked for it, and I gave your church one.
Wonderful. Miss Ida, you are in great health. I've often seen you walking around our neighborhood for many, many years. I know you're going to probably shock some of the people that watch this video, but would you mind telling us how old you are right now?
I'm 97.
97 years old. And we didn't have to carry her out here. She's just got a hurricane, and she's got her hiking shoes on, and she moves around very well for 97 years old and looks wonderful as well. So what's your secret to age long?
I think it's eating well.
Eating well. I do that.
And,
I eat a lot.
And be positive and know where you're going when you leave this life.
That's great. That's wonderful. Miss Ida, let me ask you a question. What was your biggest memory that you recall of Arlington Baptist Church that made an impact on you and your family?
I think one was that we started to tithe when we went to your church. Before, I always would put money into the basket, but I think one of the sermons, it really got to me, we should tithe. And so I said, well, Lord God, we have all these little children. We do not have much money, but if you will make sure that my children never are hungry, I will give at least 1/10 of everything to you. And it worked.
Wow, that's unbelievable. The Lord always supplies, doesn't He? He always takes care of us. And I feel like so many times we miss that opportunity to receive God's blessing. I'm curious, would you happen to know what the average salary was back in that day when you were tithing? Like, I know today people would probably be, just shocked at what people made back then.
No, it was not much because I was not able to work at that time with the small children. And I'll tell you, we fed our children on beans for a month, but then my husband got a raise in his salary.
Awesome. That is
So I
great to
know
hear.
God works.
I love that.
Yeah, well, I'd say that just keep at what you're doing, and I think another thing is to go around and let your light be shown to people, that sometimes that they might kind of irritate you or something, but just think, I always say, but for the grace of God, maybe that's what I would be doing.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Well, Ida, it has been an honor to spend time with you. Currently, right now, I believe we have around 4 former pastors still alive of our church, and I've not met too many older members, and you are definitely at the top. We're excited that we could spend these moments with you and just capture this time capsule of the Arlington Baptist Church. So we're very honored, and I appreciate you taking time today to do this for us. I hope God blesses you with many years and you make it to 100.
Maybe.